Here against an under the gun open. I don't really have much information here. I guess we have a couple weaker players behind me to act. This player, don't really know much about him either. I guess with these two weaker players, I don't mind just flatting here. Check to me if he is balanced. He could be checking back. He could be checking an ace here. I think we're gonna check back for visibility and see what happens here on the turn. Checks again. I think he's probably pretty likely to have a hand like tens, jacks. You know, some better pocket pairs than mine. I think we're gonna use his hand as a bluff. Wow. Easy game. So again, like, I guess I'm still targeting queens, jacks, tens, so I can't go too big. Potentially I could go big, try to sort of rep like a busted flush draw. Okay, here out of the small blind. Tempted to put in a squeeze. We have a few weak players here and under the gun open range. Actually, you know what? I think I like just going multi-way here with this hand. Keep all these weaker players in the pot, invite this guy along. Okay, it's a pretty dry board. We did get called out of the small blind. We gain a lot by getting some folds here with sixes. I like that flop. Okay, the queen. I guess when he calls, like he's got some draws, some 10 jacks, some 9x, some queen x. The queen is an interesting card, like makes it a lot less likely he has queen x. So we got called behind a couple spots. We have a backdoor flush draw. Go for it. I think, do we need to put in a raise here? I don't really think so. I guess like we get a little bit of protection. I don't really think we need to. Okay. 2 into 9 into like 11. I need 20% equity. I guess like he could have a 5. We pick up some equity here. We got called in 2 spots. I think we're going to slow down. Oops, what happened? Guess I folded. Getting an amazing price here. Okay, now we are going to bet, try to get some value. Give up here with 9-10. I'm usually, I don't know if this is a range bet or a range check, probably closer to a range check. Maybe favors a bit. It's a little bit on the higher side. Can he just 2x pots it? 7-6 off. Probably a little too loose. It's just a giant bet. It's a good argument there for having stronger hands in our checking range. This is probably borderline. Yeah, I think this is a spot where I could have some smaller bets. Get a little bit of protection. We can always check back the turn if we get called here, and maybe we get him to fold a hand like with a queen or a king in it. See, when he's raising here, I don't necessarily think that means he has an ace. But certainly means we should proceed with caution. Like he could be raising me with 8x, 7-9, 9-10, king, queen. I don't know, hands like that. Also ace X. We could definitely have ace X. This is really weird. Man, I guess he's definitely representing an ace. Would he play an ace? Just like an overbet here? He would 3-bet any of his bigger aces. I guess maybe a hand like ace 8. He could have a hand like 5-7 suited. I guess we just have like way more hands, way better hands here. E6, yeah. And diamonds, yeah. Like, why is he piling? He's got a monster. Can we open? We get called by what looks like a weaker player. It's only been 10 hands, but BPIP 7 out of 10 with PFR of he's just raised 1. Okay, now does this hand play better as a bet or a check? I think I like a small bet here. Hopefully, like we unblock an ace. Maybe I could even go for a larger bet here. We unblock an ace. Okay, we do get raised. Folding that. So what types of hands is he raising me with? Probably ace X. Maybe some draws. Okay, it's kind of a brutal card. I think we can still raise for value here. Get called by ace X. I guess like if we got raised by queen jack, kind of sucked to get re-raised here. Pretty rough river. Maybe we can block bet and fold to a jam. Pretty brutal run out there. Same player. Do you want to 3-bet eights? We have this shorter stack here in a big blind. I think I may actually just like a flat here with eights. Fours, borderline, we're gonna let him go this time. I'm wondering if it makes sense for us to raise it all here. Like, is our 9 good? Our 9's probably good sometimes. I don't know that we really benefit from getting folds at this point. Like, what hands are folding? I guess maybe some overs. He also could have just picked up like a jack there with 10 jack or something. Okay, he just bets pretty quickly here. Like, I'm not really sure what he's repping. He bet small on this flop. Then he bet again on the jack. I'm just not really sure what he's repping. Like, why wouldn't he be checking back? He like sort of is saying he has like, what, like a straight? Like, I don't know. Okay, limp pot here. We flop top pair on a paired board. Debated between just checking here and betting. Is there much value in betting this hand? We have a ton of showdown value. Do we ever get called by a worse hand? We block the 9. I mean, I guess we could get called by 10x. Some backdoor flush draws also get there. I think 9-10 off is just a bit too weak to ISO. By a bit, I mean quite a bit. Yeah. Weaker player limps into the gun. I just don't think Jack's good enough to ISO there. Okay, what happened here? We get called on the by the button. Super dry board. But I mean, I think we got to be pretty cautious here. Okay, he just snap checks behind. We might have the best hand. We benefit from getting folds, sure, a little bit. But I think we have to call here. Especially after you snap check behind on the flop. Okay, we have the ace of hearts here. We could potentially go for a check raise. For this sizing, like we might just have the best hand. I think I do like a check raise. I think we get him to fold some pairs. Although we do have a decent amount of showdown value. Having the ace of hearts there, it's really nice. This guy has 137 left. Might as well. Maybe he folds. Okay, we have two super short stacks here at this table. Okay, with king queen off against the shorter stack, I think it's an okay ISO. Okay, it's a really weird spot now. It's a really weird spot. I guess like we just have better hands we could be C betting with. I should have some raises on this board. This hand might be an okay raise. Just calling there. Okay, the ace is a good card for him in general. Yeah, I think we're giving up. I mean, we're pretty close to the bottom of our range, but this run out is just better for him than it is for us. I guess we could have check raised the flop with a 10, although he would also be continuing with a 10. Try to get him to fold, I guess. All right, 3-bet on the button. Ace jack off is near the bottom of our under the gun opening range. I guess we have all the suited aces, but we're just gonna let it go. Okay, this hand play well multi-way. Got 2 weaker players in the pot already. I think it's okay to just flat here. Spot where you definitely want to have, I think there's just, let's see, half pot, like 33, no, need less, like 25% equity for half pot bets. It's seems close with the backdoor flush draw. Weaker player in the big blind. I think we're gonna go ahead and open. It's a pretty big 3-bet out of the small blind. So we just let this one go. Okay, some weaker players here with the limp. I'm gonna limp behind here with this hand. I don't really, I don't mind going multi-way with these 2 players here, yeah. Not the board we wanted. Okay, weaker player limps and he gets ISO'd. Huge, probably because this guy's out of position. This board is probably better for the limper. Wonder why he checked that hand. Hmm. Okay, this flop check through, and then he bets the jack on a turn here for full pot. I think our hand's a little bit too strong to fold at this point. I'm not quite sure. Like, I don't think he's checking back a king on the flop. Maybe club draw. Maybe he's just going off here. He's going to be betting on a club draw. Like, I would have expected him to be doing it on the flop. We don't have a club, which sucks. We have a 6, so we blocked a straight. Guess he's really saying like he's got a flush. I'm like, I don't know if he's going to bet the turn with a flush draw. Wouldn't he bet the flop with a flush draw? Is he really value betting a jack, like a better jack for this price? Have a hand like queen 10. Just don't see that many value hands here. This hand plays well multi-way. Considering ISOing against these weaker players, yeah, I think I'm going to based on the blinds. I'm gonna go a little bit larger here. Exploitatively. Ace 2 suited plays really well multi-way. A few limpers in, we're just gonna limp behind. This hand makes a fine 3-bet sometimes. I think this is just a bit too large for us. Okay, this flop's pretty good for the big blinds calling range. The ace of clubs. We could still have the best hand. We would benefit a bit from getting some folds, like some hands, like just 2 random live cards. But I don't think we really need to start betting. Yeah, especially on this board. Okay, once he's checked to us twice, I'm fairly sure we have the best hand. And I think Again, we benefit if he has 2 live cards from getting them to fold. We have the ace of clubs, which blocks some of his continues. We're gonna elect to 3-bet Jack 10 suited this time. Okay, we flop a heart draw on a paired board. We're gonna be betting at a high frequency here, and this hand is definitely good enough to make the cut. Bet about 30% pot. Okay, here we would be out of position. Have to call a pretty large raise. I just don't think 450 into like 13. That's not bad, but out of position. Like, I don't really like playing this hand in that spot. Wow. I gotta pause this. This flop's all right for us. We do have 2 overs, bunch of back doors. I think this is a flop we can have some bets on, or we have a bunch of bets on. There's a lot of favorable turns for us. It's not really one of them. That one's actually probably better for him. Okay, we still actually do have some showdown value, so I don't think there's really a need to just keep like. You could be calling me pretty. You could be calling me with even like a hand like Queen 10 on the flop for that price. I got a lot of 10x in his range here. You just snap checks. Obviously, we don't have much equity. This is close to the bottom of our range. Yeah, we're just giving up, I think. You definitely have some 4x here. Don't really see any bluffs. Like, so you could have had a hand like 5-6, which gets there. Yeah, I don't think we can raise him off here. I think that was pretty clearly a value bet. What a weird spot. I mean, at this point now, like, we're getting an amazing price. We can make the nuts. We're not folding. Oh, it's a great flop for us in this situation. I think we have some check raises here. Multi-way, I don't know. Yeah, I think we have some check raises here. Not the best turn for us. All right, so we're beat by King Jack. That's really it. Seven Jack. King Jack, that's not that big. Half pot bet. Yeah, I think calling. Oops. I don't think we can fold this hand. I think like he could be value betting some 2-pair hands. It's not quite obvious that there's a 4 straight out there. Oh shit, I'm the idiot. Oh God. That was bad. I didn't realize that Jack made a straight. I'm a donkey. Eight, 9, queen, 10. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, that was a big mistake. We're gonna be out of position. It's quite large, 3-bet. And we just have so many better hands to go with. It's an under the gun open. I think this is probably sometimes a 3-bet, but like it'd be like the worst hand we're 3-betting probably. And I think like we just get continued by stronger like hands that could dominate us. Dude, this board's really good for him. But I mean, we do have a very strong hand. We are blocking a lot of his bluffs though, so something to keep in mind. Does checking like kings, jacks, tens, They might call a bet, but they would check behind. But checking might get his air. He might just be giving up with air as well. Two weaker players. We're just going to complete the small blind here. With one player gone, weaker player, and a small blind. I think we can open this hand. It's about the best flop we could hope for. This is a unique spot, I think. We're going to be in position. That's a very large 3-bet. It makes sense for him to go pretty large. We're just going to be betting range here. Oh, I don't know. I guess if we call, we get the weaker player in there as well, although we prefer probably to be heads up. Do we just give up here? Probably. Let's see. I think we can just jam here. Don't have any showdown value. We do have a lot of equity. Benefit from getting folds for sure. This is a unique board. I think we're just going to keep betting here. The bottom of our range. Okay, the 9 is maybe a bit better for him. Kind of like a small bet here still. I think a small bet keeps us protected from some overcards. We're blocking like 10 jack, which is one of his continues that we're beating. Okay, now, do we like a block bet here? Are we gonna call a big bet on the end? 5, 6. I guess like does he ever have? We could definitely have sevens. That was a mistake. This is a board that's great for them, but we do have a nut draw. Do we play it passively here? Like, I don't think we have much fold equity. Be nice to build a pot. I guess like they may build a pot for us. I just don't think we have any fold equity on this board. Wow. Interesting. This could be one of those spots where we just call, try to get him to come along, and then we sort of all just get it in. If I just call and he calls, yeah, I won't be forced to fold if he jams the turn. Now I might, shit. Whoa, he snap check behind. That's crazy. Maybe he had a combo. Maybe he's got like 10x of spades or something. Maybe our deuce is good. He could definitely have a 9. Darn. What the heck? Buy it. Just gonna end this session.